That's a nice, refined boxing right there. Sitting behind his jab.
Hello there. You may be wondering how I ended up here. You would have to start from the beginning.
Finally awake.
Stop. Too far. There. It started about a year and a half ago with striking and jiu-jitsu training, practicing combinations over and over. Until you feel comfortable using them in live sparring, and they come pretty naturally.
You'll want to get to his outside, away from his
Even more importantly was learning and regularly using jiu-jitsu live. I was very lucky to have such great friends and training partners who were the nicest people trying to kill me I ever met.
Where do you want to be at? Yeah.
When you're going against your buddies, it helps avoid injuries. Sometimes.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Wrestling was just as, if not more of a necessity, and I'm definitely not great at it. And in my opinion, wrestling is the most injury-prone part of the process. I lose a lot, but I learn more when I lose, and I obsess about fixing those mistakes. It's very difficult to go against people better than you, but it can be helpful in finding the holes in my game. Being bigger and stronger than your opponent has its advantages as well. For this fight, I was walking around at about 165 pounds, and I had to drop down to 155. When I'm training at my home gym, I try to use more technique and less strength. It doesn't always work out that way, but that's the goal, is to learn from it.
Like really punch it, and that way, three hits, you know what I mean? Can I put my foot in there too? You can if you want. I don't have the flexibility, but I'm sure you can play with it. Yeah. Okay. Go for it. Is here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there, I was probably good for it.
And then there's wall wrestling, or the inbred love child of freestyle wrestling and an offensive lineman. I had no talent in this, and it took some serious getting used to. Through this whole process, I had some great coaches and teachers.
Tagging towards his head, you're just going to circle your legs towards his head, like walk and sprawl. It's really hard for him.
Even against people that had less experience than me, were still sometimes getting the better of me. After practicing these skills for a while, I was completely addicted to the sport. And after dabbling in so many different martial arts, I really wanted to test my skills in full contact. I found an MMA cage fight near where I lived and convinced my coach to let me try. But I had to train, more and harder than ever, or I was going to get my face beat by an experienced fighter. So I started my fight camp. 5 weeks of 5 to 6 days a week of hard training. I trained strength, hand-eye coordination, and fight skills. And stupid amounts of cardio. The more I trained, the more I saw improvements, and I kept pushing. I got 3 days to the fight, and I'm just trying to get in my last real workout. And pretty much, I feel like my body doesn't even want to do it. I just can't wait to get drunk and eat junk and just go back to being normal. I mean, I don't even feel nervous for the fight, really. I just want to get it over with. I'm not really worried if I lose. If I lose, I lose. But I don't want to get knocked out in front of my wife. Really good. This place is sweet. Me and my opponent both weighed in and made weight. I was in the back right now, warming up. I think there was something like 1,000 people in attendance.
Christopher Ruffner.
And if you want to watch the full pay-per-view fight, it's on YouTube at Chris Tries Stuff.